Hello and welcome. It's very bright here in LA at the moment. Like my room is super, super bright. I have a ring light on. I don't even think I need it. It's like it's spring in LA. I'll tell you guys. But hi, I'm James Lott Jr. Welcome to the after show of Dallas, the TV series. Hot on the heels. I just released an episode a day or so ago. I could not release an episode today to mark the anniversary of a very important day in Dallas history, television history, cultural history, Hollywood history. Dallas premiered 43 years ago today. It was on a Sunday. April 2nd, 1978. I was 9 years old. We watched the original 5-night miniseries, 5-episode miniseries. That's what it was, a miniseries. And it had its twists and turns. But the first episode, I have my Dallas season 1 and 2 on DVD. I'm all on DVD. I'm sure many of you got some on DVD too. We're gonna put this. You go over there. And it came on, and David Jacobs, who created it, wrote it. It's called Digger's Daughter, which is reference to Pam Barnes Ewing. Her father was Digger Barnes. We're introduced to this family. The main family was the Ewings. So we're introduced to Ray, who wasn't a Ewing yet. We didn't know. Jock, who was JR's father. Miss Ellie, JR's mother. We later learned her family is the one who owned the ranch. Lucy, the niece of somebody we don't know who yet at the moment. Sue Ellen, JR's wife. Bobby, Pam, and of course, John Ross Ewing Jr., JR. We are told there's this feud between the Barnes and the Ewings. There were some oil dealings, and Bobby and Pam get married secretly and come back to tell their families. Classic Romeo and Juliet story, right? And Bobby was an ex-playboy. He was out there kind of, working the thing. And Pam was a headstrong daughter. They both were beautiful. I mean, just Patrick Duffy and Victoria Principal were beautiful. Oh my goodness. And they come back and JR's unhappy. So we find out already JR has some shenanigans and some tomfoolery to do to not have them together. Side note, Tina Louise, who played Ginger on Gilligan's Island, has a small role as Julie Gray on here. I thought it was, to me, it was good. It wasn't this huge over-the-top production that came into later. It was a nice, solid episode. Just give you some great story. I was hooked from the very beginning. I was young, but I was hooked from the very beginning. About his family, Clark's story of brothers, family, multi-generational. It had all the elements. And who knew that it would come into become the cultural icon that it is today? But it started, and I remember it. So I remember the excitement. It was kind of like, oh, okay, new soap. Let's see what's going on. I can only imagine if you were older what you thought. But for me as a kid, I like soaps. I was like, okay, I'll watch this. And I watched all 5 episodes. As some stuff happened, that was corrected later, i.e., Ray and Lucy. And we learned during the first season, Ray and Pam. Ray got around. He did. He was a good guy, but he got around. So there's some stuff going on there. So it's kind of fun. But it was a nice little show. And as we all know, most of us fans know, Knots Landing was the one that was created first. They wanted something a little more glamorous. They created Dallas. Knots Landing debuted a year later. And my friends do a Knots Landing show, so I can't really do that one. I do that one. So we Knots Landing rewatch podcast. But I couldn't mark this day without saying, congratulations, an observance of one of my top 3 favorite shows of all time. Dallas, it's just one of my favorite. It had it all. And Friday nights on CBS here in America, I was glued to the TV set. Seeing this Southern family just go at it. I mean, just the show. The show is so. It had so many great elements. It was so soapy. but it was also dramatic and there's some funny stuff in there. It was the concept was a universal concept. It's a universal concept. It was sometimes the regular idea is the best idea, and you just gotta find what twist is in there, or just a twist on a character. You know, one thing I always wonder, kind of, this may be for another show. I always wonder if Jim Davis, who played Jock, had lived in real life, and if Jock had lived on, how that would affect the whole landscape of viewing Oil, Jr. and Bobby, and the whole thing. I always wonder because once Jock was dead, JR's dad was given free reign to do whatever he want. So I'm curious what would have happened. What do you guys think? But anyway, so help me celebrate the anniversary of the first episode of our favorite show, Dallas. Thank you so much, everybody. And I will see you next time with a new episode. Bye.